Update to
hi you guys, so it's Erin, and today I'm going to be doing the update review on this hair. This hair is the Malaysian curly hair by She's Hair on Aliexpress. I will leave the links to the video basically explaining majority of the information if you guys want to check that out in the description box. This is just the updated video, so it may not answer every one of your questions, but there are 2 videos total on this hair, so please check those out before you ask me anything about this hair because I might have already answered it. So I'm going to be using my phone because I have pretty much a list of things that I want to cover, making sure I don't forget anything. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right basically, you guys, this is the Malaysian curly hair from She's Hair Company. It's a vendor on AliExpress. The initial lengths that I got, I believe, were a 16-inch closure. This is a closure. And it was lengths, I believe, maybe an 18 to a 22. As you can see, I did cut the hair since then. I talked about it a little bit on my Snapchat and my Instagram that I was cutting this hair. And now I'm going to explain why. It's kind of weird because I don't really like talking bad on companies, but I will say that the closure on this hair, as you can see, is supposed to be a 16-inch, but it shrinks so much that it was so separate from the rest of the bundles. Like, keep in mind, just picture this being like 22 inches long all the way down here, and the hair stopping right here being curly. So I did not cut my closure or the shorter lengths like at all. This is just where it stopped, and it left a huge gap between the closures. So the closure and the rest of the bundles. So that is really why I went in and cut the hair. As you can see, I probably could go in a little bit more and add a little bit more layers. I'm not really good at cutting, so I didn't want to mess up my hair too much. But I actually kind of had to cut the hair because it didn't look right. So I was pretty upset about that, and I noticed that maybe a couple days after I started wearing the hair. I have been wearing the hair now for about 2 weeks. I've been wearing the hair for about 2 weeks, and I went back and read a couple of reviews, and some people were saying maybe it was 2 different curl patterns. It doesn't look like 2 different curl patterns for some reason. I don't know. It just, maybe this isn't 16 inches. Maybe they cheated me out of a 16-inch closure. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the actual curl pattern. Again, this is Malaysian curly hair, and as you can see, this is pretty much the curl pattern here. It's not a kinky curl. So those of you who are looking for really tight, kinky, curly, kind of like closer to our closer to African American natural hair, this is not going to be your curl pattern. I do know for a fact that She's Hair has different types of curl patterns, so definitely check their website for different kinds. This is the only texture that I've tried. A couple people have asked me on my social media would I refer them or suggest any other type of hair, or for a bob, or for, you know, straight hair and things like that. I personally have not tried any other texture. This is the only texture that I've tried. The hair is good hair. I believe I could straighten this if I wanted to, but I just don't believe in straightening curly hair. I feel like that's just too much work. So you probably could straighten this hair and it probably would revert back very well, but I just don't know. Again, for that, you want to check other reviews and other comments on this hair company. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the shedding of this hair. I don't know if I mentioned this too much in the first video, but this hair did shed a little bit when I co-washed it the first time when I got it. And I did cut this hair. That may be a reason why it's shedding so much, but this hair sheds like a mama. So it sheds quite a bit. Definitely when you get curly hair, just keep in mind it's going to shed more than any other type of hair. If you are trying to get curly hair, just expect the hair to shed. You're never going to find any kind of curly hair that doesn't shed at all. But since I've cut this hair, it does shed quite a bit. Now, the shedding really doesn't bother me too much because, like I said, I know what I'm getting myself into when I go and buy curly hair. But, you know, if that's something you really don't want to deal with, keep that in mind with this hair. The one thing I also wanted to know is that I noticed the hair actually, like, has colored pieces in it, and I'm pretty sure I found a plastic piece in the hair one day, and I pulled it out and I was like, ooh. So this hair is not 100% 7A virgin hair. I know in the first video that I uploaded, I was questioning that, and I was telling you guys I'm not sure if it's 7A hair, but it is a really good hair. This hair is not 100% 7A virgin hair. It did have a mixture of plastic and other colored pieces,
which proves that the hair is blended with other non-real hair virgin particles. What the fuck?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that the whole head is fake or synthetic hair. It's just not 100%. It has, you know, it's been processed or some sort, or you know, artificial or whatever kind of hair has been added to it. Now, if you're looking for some inexpensive hair just because you really need your hair done and you're not trying to spend that much money, and you're probably going to get a new style within a month, if you're like me and you change your hairstyle probably every month and a half, this is hair for you. It's going to do the job, don't get me wrong. Like, one thing a lot of people asked me was the price range of this hair. Hair is less than $150, so I think that's awesome for 3 bundles, especially long bundles, and the closure. Pretty much I co-washed my hair this morning. I'll co-wash my hair every 3 or 4 days, and lately I've been using this Pantene co-wash cleansing conditioner here. It just looks like this, and I'll use this in the shower, and then I'll just rinse it out. When I get out of the shower at night, I'll just twist my hair up into 4 different twists, and then put my bonnet on, and then in the morning untwist them, spritz it with water, and go about my day. That's pretty much all that I do. And you should notice, if you wear curly hair, that your bottom track closest to your neck is going to be your nappiest. So I have been noticed lately, the past couple of days, this hair does tend to tangle up when it gets super dry. So make sure that you keep this hair in particular really moisturized. I know with some other hair companies you can kind of get away with, you don't moisturize it as much, particularly curly hair. But this hair you definitely have to keep hydrated, or it's going to look a hot ass mess. So will I say this hair is one of the hardest types of curly hair to deal with? No. If you have a busy schedule like me and you really don't want to deal with your hair every day, you're looking for something inexpensive and you really just want to have pretty hair, this will do the job, especially if you're looking for college budget friendly hair. This will do the job. If you're looking to invest in a really nice hair company, if you plan on reusing this or anything, I would not suggest you purchase this hair. Definitely go ahead and spend more money. And overall, I really do like this hair. I still recommend it. Those of you who purchased it, let me know how you liked it, if you went ahead and purchased this hair. I know a couple people told me they wanted to try it out. So I definitely want to see how it looked on you guys, especially if you tried the different textures. I think next time I want to try something straight. So I really hope that you guys liked this video. I hope it answered all of your questions. It was super informative. And I will see you guys next time.